Hi, my name is Courtney. I'm the founder of Yoga in Phoenix, and I'm going to go over our tiers with you today. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to take you to our advertising page. This is the page where you can see all of the subscriptions available to you for business and professionals and any add-ons that we also have right now. Yoga and wellness businesses, we have a 3-month promo right now, and that's because we just soft launched a couple weeks ago, so early August. And we really just want to pack our directory with as much authentic and captivating content as possible. That's where we're in right now. So this phase is fun because we're reaching out to many different businesses and professionals. And we are saying, hey, we have a directory, come claim your business listing or come get a free listing or get an upgraded listing. And during this time is really where Google is starting to see how much we're updating our website, which Google likes to see a lot happen. So these first 3 months are really critical in gaining that trust in the Google algorithm so that we can be ranked and get out of their sandbox in about average 6 months it takes for us to start showing up on the search results. Google's very picky about who they show if they're not being a paid sponsor. So if you want to organically show up on Google, these are the things that you have to do. So that's why we're implementing these strategies and soft launching before we go all out. So enough of that. Let's talk about the basic listing. For businesses and professionals, you get the same basic listing. What I do want to point out in a moment is the key difference, and that's social media. We have organic and we have sponsored social media. For free listings, you get organic opportunities on Instagram. So I'll explain more of that in just a moment. Starting with just the listing itself, you have a very basic description of what your business is. You get one event that you can post. There's a workaround this. You can edit the expired events and reload it with information. It's a little bit of an extra step, but it's a free account. So, there is a little workaround you have to do with that, but it is what it is. You have your basic information for your event here. You cannot purchase tickets on our event, but you can link your website or your Eventbrite so that people can go and purchase there. Something maybe we're thinking about in the future of doing, but right now we don't want to focus on it. Okay, so your organic Instagram opportunities. What that means is in our content calendar of Yoga and Phoenix on Instagram, we have paid and we have unpaid reels and stories and social media content that is constantly in flux. Some months or some weeks are more packed than others. So let's say we have a week that is full of sponsored content. I'm going to want to break that up a bit, and I'm going to put an organic reel in between that, or organic story or carousel or whatever it is to break up the sponsored stuff. So I'm going to go into our free business listings and professional listings on our directory and see what aligns with what is going on in our content calendar that week or that month, and see what fits what we're currently doing. So I know that's very vague, but it just is in flux all the time. So you do have an opportunity just being listed on our directory for me to be like, oh, I haven't, done anything with so-and-so. Let me go pull up their listing and see what they have going on. Oh, I'm free that day. I'm going to go to that event. I'll reach out to them first. Hey, can I come to this event? I'd love to do like an organic reel with you if you'd like to collab. They say yes or no, whatever. Hopefully they say yes. They say yes, then I go in and I film. And now they just got an organic collaboration because I needed something that week. Just because it's important to have content always in the funnel for Instagram. That's how Instagram likes to push your content even more, is that you are always dishing out content for the algorithm. That I hope is, and I hope you can understand that. If you have any questions, just reach out to me. Now I want to focus on the upgrades. So the upgrades, you become like a friend. We're not just an acquaintance, just have your business listing, and maybe you get an opportunity with us, organically. When you're upgraded, you're you're part of a bigger plan, right? So you are now going to get engagement from Yoga in Phoenix as much as we go on there to engage. So we try to engage at least 15 minutes every day. It's usually more than that because when I go to engage, I can usually stick on my phone for like more, like up to an hour sometimes. And you would be in that feed, in our favorites feed. So you would always be getting engagement, likes, comments, shares regularly. As far as your listing, you can see, you can read yourself here what the enhancements are. I don't want to go through every single one of them, but they definitely bulk up your listing a lot more than your free listing. Like it's very clear who has a free listing and who has an upgraded listing. Badges are actually, I won't point that out. Badges are kind of cool because as we grow and we bring in, the goal is 10,000 website visitors in the next year and a half, we can start dishing out some badges. So like we can say, hey, this is like Phoenix's most loved heated studio or, whatever. And then that person, that business gets a badge. So you're qualified for that, being an upgraded listing. So I'm excited. That's fun. That's going to be really fun. Kind of like Best of Phoenix, but not as like big because, Best of Phoenix has been around for a really long time. Anyway, listing analytics are coming soon because I know how important this is for people who are paying members to know like how many impressions they're getting. Is it worth it, to them? That's coming soon. We just need to have a few more subscribers come on board and then we'll turn it on. You have a little bit more in your events with the paid listing and plus. You can add Google Maps and event association, which I think is very valuable, especially when people are going to your listing and they're clicking the tabs and they see your events listed on their tabs. That can be a really cool way to get more visibility on your event. The idea is to be visible across like as many pages as possible and not just on a directory, but our social media and our email marketing, which you get in the premium. And I'll talk about that when we talk about premium. Okay, so now Instagram. Oh yeah, sorry, articles. Went too quick. You get 2 articles. Articles are just a way for you to show your expertise in the community. And we have a page just for articles. And articles are something that are so easy to share. I take the link and I can put it on our stories, link it to your listing. I can put an email, newsletter, link it to your listing, even link your website to it. So we can backlink your website, which people love. I don't know if you know what backlink is, but it just makes your website even more credible, which helps you on the Google algorithm even more. So as many backlinks as you get just is kudos for your website. Not a lot of people know about that. So just a little tip. So when we're talking about sponsored content now, we are prioritizing you on our feed. We are working with you a little bit more on the direction. So if you want to be seen in a different light or specific light, or if you want a spotlight on teachers or a spotlight on yourself, or if you just want like a quick 6-second reel or 30-second, you know what I mean? Like we can customize what you're looking for. I can give you that time that I have because you are a subscriber. And this means a lot to you. That this means that you want social media, not just a listing. So we're going to work together on what that is for you. So what I do is I go on site and I take my iPhone and I film for 60 minutes, give or take. I might stay a little bit longer, depends on what's going on. But on average, it's like a 60-minute event or just 60 minutes for me to come in and film whatever it is, maybe the studio or like I said, a teacher highlight or something. And then I can make a edited reel out of that. I do have a lot of content when I go in. I take so many clips that I can make multiple reels out of it. But as a plus listing, you get one edited reel. Now, if you want more out of that, then that's another story. That's an add-on that we can potentially have for you where you can purchase additional edited reels. It's up to you, but I have one on here per month. So if you don't use it in your first month, it does not get rolled over. You have to use it that month. And then the next month you get another opportunity for that. And the next month, you know what I mean? But you can't like roll over. Okay, now I have like 5 different, events you can come film in 1 month. I can't. So that's how we have it laid out. Yeah, I have a free bonus coming out soon, kind of like this style where I talk to camera and I show you screenshots and slideshows, presentation style, where I explain in depth how to market your brand using our directory. It's a way for you to listen to it on your own time and your own pace. It's going to be very short. It's not going to be long at all, but it's going to help you understand how to utilize this to the best of your ability. No contracts, upgrade or cancel at any time. I mentioned this earlier. It just doesn't make sense for me to have contracts because I find that as a user, when I see a contract, I don't want to be part of it. Like I don't want to be locked in. Something about being locked into a contract, it just gives me the ick. So you can literally sign up for a month and then decide, I don't want to do this the next month. And we put your account on suspension, which I know sounds like scary, but it just means that you're just not going to be active on our directory. Or you could downgrade to a basic listing even. And then let's say now 2 months pass and you're like, you know what? Like I have this event coming up and I really want some promotion. Then we can turn it back on again. You can go from suspended to active and maybe do some updates, maybe add your event that you're going to be promoting or update your listing because you took 2 months off. You know what I'm saying? So like to me, that feels a lot more just in alignment with who I'm trying to help in this community, which I know how marketing is. I know how promos run year to year, month to month. Like it's going to be different. It's always going to be in flow. And anyway, that's enough about that. I think you understand. So let's go to the business premium. I mean, you're going to have like the best listing with a business premium, and you're going to be visible everywhere. And I say everywhere because now we're including email marketing in this listing, and we're including, articles, more articles. So you get 2 articles here, you get 4 articles here. Classifieds, you can have up to 5 deals. And you get a leaderboard. So that means you can pick one of the advertising spots in our website and you can promote whatever you want included in your package, like every month. So that's pretty cool. Because let's say you're not seen on this specific page, but we get a lot of traffic to that specific page and you want to be seen on that specific page, then I can just pop you in there. Yes. Okay. So let's start back at the top. So you can see here what we have. I briefly mentioned, you get more deals, which is great because it's a way people can find your deal on our website, sign up. So they have to register to create an account. And then from there, they get a code or a QR code, however you set it up on the back end. And I can help you with that. When you make the deals, there's like a section like, do you want to create your own code or create a random code? Do you want to use a QR code? Do you want to upload your, there's like a lot of options back there. So it can be a little confusing, but then now it's such an easy process for them because they click on the deal, they put in their email, and then the deal gets emailed to them, and it also just pops up on their phone. So they could add it to their wallet, they could screenshot the deal, and then show it to the person at the front desk when they walk into your studio. So it is important that the studio does have the understanding that people will be coming in, submitting their deal to the person at the front desk. So there just has to be some communication with your front desk people, knowing that there is this deal out there for yoga in Phoenix. Classifieds are kind of like, we're going to be talking about this and adding more value to it later down the road, but we can have a job board. So if you're looking to hire teachers, then you can put 3 classifieds out. Or if you want to do something else other than that. But I'm thinking the best way to use classifieds is to use it as a job board. Booking calendar integration is cool to just make it easier for people who see your listing. They don't have to go to your website, although we will have your website there because I know that's important. But they can just book right there on your listing. So we can take the code that your booking calendar gave you for your website and we can pop it in ours too. You get YouTube videos, which is really cool. I've seen a few listings that have that have their YouTube channels on there, and it's pretty nice to see that. It just gives people an extra sense of like, oh, I know this person, I want to check them out even more. We have social media pages here, Facebook and XFeed integration. All this stuff just pumps up your listing and it just makes it really, really nice, really professional. We have AI. We use ChatGPT API to help you with descriptions, creating your listing, creating your event, things like that. It's not turned on right now. We're waiting to get a little bit more traffic and get more subscribers, and then we will turn that on, and it's a really cool feature. You also get more events. You get unlimited events because you probably have a lot going on if you're a business premium. So we want to make sure that all your events are going to be able to be seen, and you can link them to your listing. You get more photos for your gallery. You get videos for your event. So if you're doing a huge outdoor event and you want like 300 people to come or whatever, like you can do a video promotion and put it there. Let's see what else. AI. You do get 4 articles. I may turn this into unlimited. I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to play with that a little bit longer because I don't know how many people are going to be writing for us yet. Let's see, includes organic Instagram opportunities. Okay. So it's just like Plus. So everyone's always going to have an organic opportunity, no matter if you're paid or not paid, just because like the nature of the beast, we need to put content on our page all the time with Instagram. So for the weeks that I don't have a lot of sponsored content, I will go and pull in organically, even from the upgraded listings, not just free, like I mentioned earlier, even from the upgraded listings too. But you will get that sponsored slot. So you will be able to get that premium spot. Let's say you want a specific date on a specific time, whatever. I'm all yours. So I will clear my calendar to be there for you. Whereas an organic collab, if it doesn't meet my calendar needs and doesn't align with my schedule, then I won't take that organic collab. Does that make sense? So I will put you and prioritize your reels, your content first. This means that I'm going out and filming once a month, just like in Plus, but I can stay a little bit longer. I'm giving you like that extra time with me, and I can make 2 reels out of it. So in Plus, you get 1 a month. With Premium, you get 2. You can also add more if you wanted, but that is in your plan. And just like in Plus, we can talk about like, what's your vision? What do you want? What's your angle? What's, your vibe, your aesthetic? And I'll meet that. You also can edit too. So I will show you the caption. I will show you the preview of the reel and just say, hey, it's great. Or, hey, I don't really like this. Can you change this? To an extent, because there are specific things that make a reel a really good reel. So if the editing process starts to take away from what's going to make it really good, then I would probably have to say something like, oh yeah, that hook actually needs to be there or something like that. But we're going to be friends. So it doesn't matter. I'm going to help you shine and make you look really good. And just trust me too with some of the creative process, and we will get there together. Okay. So priority approval on submitted collab. So let's say you have a collab that you put together and you really like it and you want it on our feed. You can request for a collab and I will accept it. There are like some terms, like it has to look good. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to accept like any collab. If it looks like crap, I'm going to say, hey, can we revisit this? Is there a way that we can make this a little bit better? I have not run into that problem, so I don't think it's an issue, but I'm just putting it out there that, there are some guidelines to it. And I can show you those guidelines. I have a page for that. Story shares with links. Now, a lot of people know this, but if you tag somebody in their story with a link and they share that story with your link, the link doesn't click. It's not clickable. They have to go to your story first and then see it on your stories to click the link. It's like weird that Instagram does that. I don't know why, but that's what they do. So what we're going to do is like, we're going to share your story, but we're going to take that extra time to get your link and put it in our story, so that they just have to go right to the link and they don't have to click all around to get to your registration link. It's crazy. Like, I don't understand, like, Instagram, why, if you're sharing someone else's story with a link, why not just make that link clickable? I don't get it. But Instagram's such a great lead generator. So we just like go along with their algorithm tips and tricks, and we try to game it, and then they change it 2 seconds later. Anyway. Email marketing is coming soon. We have actually collected quite a few emails in the last couple of weeks we've been open. So I see a lot of potential in having an email campaign very soon, hopefully for the holidays. So what this means is we can feature your business. So we'll take a photo, we'll put a description underneath it, a little bit about you, a little bit about the business, a little bit about your promotions going on, and a link to learn more. And that link can be to your website. And we'll also always have a link to your listing too, like by default, but like we can backlink your website, which is really good for Google. The more backlinks you have, the more kudos you get, the more Google ranks your website higher. So it helps you out. Leaderboard, I already explained what that is. It's like a long banner ad that you can put anywhere on the page promoting a class, an event, a YTT, a retreat, anything, and your mini course. So you guys are going to get that too. No contracts. Again, you can cancel anytime. I already talked about this, so I'm not going to go into what that is, but it just know that it's like, I'll just click it and just go back. But it's just like a really quick overview of what I just talked about. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because there's really not that much to talk about. Yoga and wellness professional plans. I made this because as a upcoming yoga teacher in 2015, when I started, the only directory that I was told to be on was the Yoga Alliance directory. And I was like, okay, I don't think anyone uses that, but I'll go on it. Um, and yeah, like it did nothing for me. So like if I had this, I would be like, oh, I'm a brand new teacher. I'm going to go on here. I'm going to put my stuff out here. I'm excited to do a free event, like I can promote myself in that way. And I want it to be cheap subscription. Like I don't want to spend more than $10 if I'm like, brand new to this and, whatever. I don't want to spend more than $20 if, I only do, a couple of events a month. So I kept it, I maxed it at 20 because of that. I don't want people to spend a whole lot of money when they're just starting out. But even if you're not just starting out and you are a professional, chances are you're not making business like studio wellness studio money. Maybe you are, and that's great. Then you can get the professional listing. I mean, the business listing if you like, but business listings and professional listings, the main difference is that one is brick and mortar and the other one is an independent teacher or practitioner. So you have brick and mortar, you hire employees, you make six figures or more, and that sometimes doesn't matter. You can make less than six figures and still have a brick and mortar and still, hire employees. Okay, so just so you know, but that's the glaring difference between being a professional and being a studio or wellness center listing. Yeah, so $20 a month is not a lot for them, and I think they get a really great listing out of it. And organic social media. So just like how the business plans have organic social media, same with the professional. There are no social media content strategy or email strategy or any of that built into this, just to keep it as low as possible. Social spot. So if you're a professional, by the way, and you're hearing this, I'm not like poo-pooing you for not being a business. That is not what I'm doing. It might sound like that because I just went through the business plans, but the professional premiums, like you get a freaking really cool listing. You get it. It's going to get like pumped up. It's going to look really good. You can do articles, you can do events, you can be featured in our blog. We can help you shine too, 100%. And in fact, we have more professionals right now than we do businesses. And most of our professionals have more reviews than our businesses have reviews. So if you're a professional watching this, just know like you're actually a huge part of our community and we want you on here. And that's also another reason why I made it as cheap as a latte a month, because you need to be visible on here. You're like the heartbeat of these studios. You're the heartbeat of our community. Without you being a professional, like studios wouldn't even be able to open. So that's a point I wanted to make because I didn't want to sound like it wasn't as good, because it is just as good. And if you do want social media, that's why I have this right here, this social spotlight, because now you can still be a sponsored reel. You get 3 IG story shares, boosted collab posts. I even put some money behind these too. And I do that actually for a business premium. I will boost if I see it's doing really well. And I'm like, oh, I think we can even get more. Like I will boost it. I don't have it mandatory, but I will boost it. Let me just double check that. I don't have that as mandatory. Where is it? Yeah, I didn't put boosted just because you never know with reels. But if I see that there's a lot of paper airplanes going out, then I will most likely boost it if you're up there. But yeah, if you're paying for this, I will boost it 100%, regardless how well it's doing. Yeah, so this is like an add-on. So you can just come here, get started. It's a one-time payment. I go and I film for 90 minutes max. I give you 2 edited reels, or 1 reel and 1 photo carousel post. Like I said, boosted, and an onboarding session to get your vision. Directory sponsors are coming soon. We need traffic. So that's why we're soft launching, so that we can pack our directory full of content and then, be listed on Google and start running ads so that we're generating the traffic that makes sense for advertisers to come on here and be on a $199 subscription plan. If you are a juicery or a yoga wear company, or you sell yoga mat jewelry or something like that, like those are the type of directory sponsors that would be purchasing a promo banner bundle. Say that 5 times fast. So they can't have listings because they don't fit into the listing categories. They're not a yoga studio. They're not a wellness business. They're not a practitioner or a yoga teacher, but they can be visible on our directory with these ads. So that's why I have this here for them, because their audience are the people who are coming to our website and visiting regularly. They want the wellness freaks. They want the yogis. So that's for them. So if you are someone listening to this and you want the promo bundle ad and you're a yoga and wellness business, I would suggest not doing this and getting a subscription plan instead, because even the premium, you do get an ad space. I do give you a leaderboard. I might even give you like Square too. I'm still playing with it. It's soft launch. So I want your feedback and we can make changes. And that's pretty much it. It takes you to the bottom, unlimited articles and events. We can click that just to see what's going on right now. I have this kind of hidden because I'm not really sure how I feel about it yet, but I think it looks okay. So yeah, the next promo I'm going to be running is this one right here, $50 off our unlimited and articles bundle. So you get it for $9.99. Sorry, you get it for $99 instead of $199. And this is where you just have unlimited articles and events, pretty self-explanatory. Now, if you don't want to go in for the one-time payment of 99 or 199, whatever the promotion is, then you can get a 5 article bundle if you like writing, but not like that much. And that way we can still get you visible and establish your authority as an expert. Okay, so that's the end of this. I just wanted to focus on the subscription tiers, explaining what those meant to you, talking about organic strategies versus sponsored social media strategies. I know I said a lot, and I know it can be overwhelming when you hear it for the first time. So if you do want to go back and listen, you can put me on fast mode or something, or you can DM me on Instagram, Yoga in Phoenix. You can send me an email, hello@yogainphoenix.com, or you can, if you have my phone number, give me a call. Yeah, so I hope this was informative. I hope this helps you understand where you fall, which one is the best one for you. And a call may be needed after this too. Like this is kind of just the prequel. But on a call, we can talk about your exact goals, what your budget is. Do you see yourself being a regular subscriber for the full year, half a year, 3 times out of the year? Because we don't have contracts. You can cancel anytime. So like we can talk about like what your vision is for this, especially if this is your first time trying something new. We're gonna be friends through this. Like this isn't something where I'm just gonna take your money and run. Like I'm here to be part of the community and to help the community. I was a former yoga teacher and I'm a digital marketer. I'm preferring that right now in this life that I'm living, being a new mom. I have a toddler. So it's just easier to work remote right now. But anyway, just that's all that to say, like you can definitely schedule a call me and that's what we can talk about. Your goals, your visions, what you see coming out of this, what you expect in return, you know, that's important for me too, is what your expectations are. And if we can meet those, and if we can, awesome, it's a fit. If we can't, I'm going to tell you we can't, or how to help us get there, you know? So anyway, I'm moving on. I don't want to ramble too much. So I'm going to stop here and have a great day, and let me know if you want to schedule a call. Peace.